All right, so the next game that I wanted to get in here was the Sunday night crazy comeback by the Buffalo Bills on the Baltimore Ravens, man. And it just feels like the Ravens keep doing this, man. They keep doing this. They keep blowing big leads, bro. And man, it is insane. The Bills beat the Ravens 41-40. And if you can see there on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, the Bills scored 22 points, not just in the fourth quarter. They scored 22 points with under 4 minutes left in the game to come back and win, man. Wow. The Bill stats: Josh Allen threw for 394 yards. Wow. Two TDs, zero interceptions for 33 completions on 46 attempts, and ran the ball 14 times for 30 yards and two rushing touchdowns. James Cook had 13 carries for 44 yards and one rushing TD. Keenan Coleman, where last year people were writing him off, rookie season not that great, but now he's showing what's up. He caught 8 passes for 112 yards and one receiving TD. Khalil Shakur caught 6 passes for 64 yards. Dalton Kincaid caught 4 passes for 48 yards and one receiving TD. Before we move on to the Ravens, what did you think about the Buffalo Bills' overall play?
Same as always. This is the same team that they always are. Once they get hot within the game, whether it's early or late, they just can't be stopped on offense. Josh Allen, top two quarterback in the league, whatever. You can even say he's number one most weeks, which I do feel he is most weeks. I said it last season. I'll double down on it now. They never quit because they have somebody like that who can both, I'm not saying he's, running around like crazy, but has the ability to run, has a big body, can take some hits, and just gets it done. Can pretty accurate downfield. I know he had that little tip pass that turned into a touchdown that was, pretty much luck. But still, that kind of stuff happens when you're a guy who puts yourself in a position to win all the time. I never count them out this game. Now, granted, I did not think they were just going to win the game after seeing how it was at one point, but I did think that they were going to win the game coming into the day. And like I said, the Ravens, we'll get onto that on that side. But as far as Buffalo goes, um, I do think this is something that's repetitive. They've already shown they've been able to do this for 2, 3 years. But again, both these teams are the kind of teams that's like, yeah, that's nice, that's cute. Show me in the playoffs till you do that, till you can go and beat Kansas City or maybe Cincinnati if it comes up. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
And same thing on the Ravens side. So you can get out of the first round and stop being annoying. Like, I don't want to hear it either. But as far as this goes right here, I think Josh Allen has just proven that he's got that Lucas style of play. Like any given moment, he goes off. It's just nothing you can do about it. So love what they got going on. Uh, there's not really much to be surprised about because this is what they always do. But if you're about Baltimore, like I said, we'll get into them. There's more to say about them than there is to say about them.
Facts. But for sure, man, there's not really much to say on the Bills because it's not surprising, honestly. Like, again,
Yeah.
they're a team that doesn't quit. They've showed that the last 3, 4 years already, regular season or even playoffs. They don't quit for no matter what. If the clock doesn't hit zero, they're still playing. They're 110% effort like they do all the time. And, they came back in this game in the fourth quarter. They showed what they really got, and they put it on the Ravens, man. And their offense looks good. There's a lot of weapons for Josh Allen. Josh Allen looks like the best QB in NFL right now. Dude's running the ball, dude's throwing the ball, making intelligent plays. The team is literally on his back when it comes to the offense, and you just love to see it. The defense, it's good that Joey Bosa is out there. They should be stopping the run a little bit more, but obviously Derrick Henry. We'll get into that. Derrick Henry is a monster. Obviously Lamar Jackson's good with his legs too, but I feel like they got a little bit better with their run defense. Last season, their run defense wasn't great at all. They're in the bottom half of the league. I think it got a little bit better adding Joey Bosa there, but we got to see what's up with the rest of the year. Obviously, Ravens are the best run team in the game right now compared, I would say a little bit close with the Eagles, but I think the Ravens for me just takes it a little bit over with Lamar, Derrick Henry, and even Justin Hill sometimes. Not this game, but sometimes most games he be doing some work as well. So I think the run defense needs to get a little bit better. Their pass defense is okay. It's a little bit above average. That needs to get a little bit better too. But their offense, would not surprise me if they're probably the best offense in the league this season. But the Bills, they show good, bro. They show they can overcome adversity for sure. Um, Ravens, man. Lamar
Yay.
Jackson. Lamar Jackson threw for 209 yards, 2 TDs, 0 interceptions on 14 completions, only 19 attempts, but ran the ball 6 times for 70 yards and 1 rushing TD. Derrick Henry, 18 carries for 169 yards with 2 TDs and caught 1 pass for 13 yards. Wow. Zay Flowers caught 7 passes for 103 yards and 1 TD. He went off two great fantasy owners of Zay
Yeah,
Flowers right there.
143. Right.
143, boy. 143. DeAndre Hopkins caught 2 passes, and one of those passes was insane, boy. Crazy one-handed catch for the touchdown and 35 yards. What did you think about the Ravens play?
Same thing. It's the same old Ravens, right? John Harbaugh has 17 blown double-digit leads. That's the most out of any coach since 1991. Ridiculous. And I'm not just putting that on him. I still think he's a good coach. So, that's neither here nor there. But either way, that's just the story of this team. They don't close out games. Every fourth quarter, they have to be worried some about how they're going to finish a game out. Lamar starts to stall. The defense starts to give up big passes. It's just ridiculous at this point. No mental fortitude. This is the Ravens. This is a team that, I know you have Ed Reed and Ray Lewis, and of course, those guys are amazing and all. But, the culture of that team starts on defense. The way that they blow games in fourth quarters, especially against, Buffalo, the Chiefs, Bengals, whoever, it's the same tier of people every single time. It's just so ridiculous. I don't even know what to say about it anymore. Like I say all the time, Lamar, I know you have that, not you, but people in general, you have that circle of Lamar and Mahomes and then Burrow and Josh Allen. It's that's the core four right now of quarterbacks. I'm not putting Lamar in there anymore until he can show me that he can close out a game. Not that he played bad. There's a reason this guy had 143 passing yards to Zay Flowers. Derrick Henry was amazing. I know he fumbled. He took the blame. But I don't like to give the blame to just one fumble or something like that. It takes more than that. Overall, it was a key moment and it was big. But he is the key reason they were up in the first place. But Lamar has to get it done. He just has to. And it's not all on one player or anything like that. He's still a great quarterback. But he's a constant 8 out of 10, which allows you to win awards and allows you to be consistent and be good. But he doesn't elevate the team in big moments the way Josh Allen does, ever. Ever. This very rarely happens from Lamar Jackson. That's the one key element that separates even Mahomes, who hasn't played well, and I know a lot of people fight this, but has not played well, and I keep saying it, for about 2.5 years. Patrick Mahomes has not been gunslinging and do all that. Now, granted, you don't have Tyreek Hill, you don't have Kelsey at that level anymore. Things have changed, but of course, it's like saying, if I have legendary players, I'm going to be good. Of course, everybody would be good. But he was getting it done, and he still does get the job done. Lamar doesn't get the job done, and he needs to step up and just figure out that little bit, because this defense is going to keep folding at the end of the fourth quarter every single time for whatever reason. I don't understand what it is, and I love it because they're in my division, so it's great. But at the end of the day, if you're just a Ravens fan or somebody like that, it's frustrating because there is no one clear thing to point to.
I know what it is. I know what it is, man. I know what it is, and it's the fact that, and I've seen this growing up playing sports, and I'm sure you've seen it as well. And the people that watch this that play sports have seen it as well. And it's the fact that when you beat up on a team and you start pounding and pounding and pounding, you're just like, yo, man, we're killing these guys or whatever. You start to be like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna lay back and chill. Let me sit down, relax. Let me see if I could get some popcorns in the stands. Let me see if I could go get some food over here. Let me see if my mom over there got some food. Mom, can you bring me some food? Blah 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 blah. And they just let up and they stop focusing on the game. They stop taking their foot off the gas. They stop taking the foot off their necks. And with a team like the Buffalo Bills, where you got an MVP quarterback and he's got a lot of weapons and he will never quit no matter what until the clock hits zero, you're gonna lose. And it's not just the Bills, it's other teams as well. Like you mentioned, 17 blown leads for John Harbaugh. And it starts at the throne. It starts at the top. It starts with the head coach. It starts with the coaches underneath him. It starts with the trainers. It goes with the players. It goes with the backup players. It goes with the bench players. It goes with the practice squad. It goes with the fans. They need to hold each other accountable and stop letting themselves on their back, sit on the chair, put their leg up, and be like, "Yo, don't worry, we got this game." When it's the third quarter and you still got half the quarter and another quarter, a whole quarter to play. Stop doing that. Stop letting teams come back. You need to keep your foot on the gas, the foot on your necks, and kill them, bro. Dagger. Can't be letting teams come back like that. And that's the problem with the Ravens. They're a good team. Lamar Jackson, MVP quarterback. Derrick Henry should have been MVP a few times, but obviously they only give it to quarterbacks. The guy can't be stopped when he runs the ball. Lamar Jackson has weapons on the receiving side as well now. The defense, top defense in the game last season after like week 12 or something like that. To the end of the season, they were the top defense in the league. They're a great team altogether. And I agree with you that Lamar does not come back like Josh Allen does and get his team on the go and get them to the wins, right? And even in the playoffs as well. But I don't think it's because of talent. I don't think it's because of intelligence. I just think that he primarily and other players on the team more focused on the defense, just lay back and chill when they're up 20 points, 30 points. And they're just like, you know what? We're good. We're going to win the game no matter what. Don't worry about it. We're good. We're up. 22-point comeback on 4 minutes left in the game. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, I hear it, man. As a Celtics fan, this is the same nonsense I've been talking for years. Like, you're just going to, we're just going to shoot our threes and win games. We're up by 23, and that's okay. And we're just going to stay the course. Everything's fine. Next thing you know, we're down by 2-0 against the Knicks in the playoffs, right? Because we just want to chillax and think that everything's going to be okay with no adjustments. Like you said, you got to keep the fire burning. You can't just, yes, you have Derrick Henry. He's a great player. But when you stack the box and you park the bus and they're like, we're just going to run it first down, run it on second down, maybe a little slant or a screen pass, something like that. Like, you get so traditional and plain because you're just content with your score and you hope that one or two of these will lead to a first down or chip away the clock. You're just going to lose. The NFL is too complex now. You're going to lose every single time. And it keeps showing. This is a team that does not make that adjustment. They're just kind of like, okay, the smart thing to do is run Derrick Henry right down the middle. Now he fumbles because he's got 800 parry attempts down the middle with no blocking. Same crap over and over again. So I love to see it. I hope it happens every week to them. Can't stand that team. But at the same time, just as an unbiased discussion, it really is ridiculous. This is a team on paper that's everything, and not just on paper, on the field. They show it. They show that they're good enough. I'm glad that they have this little thing in them, because otherwise they've won 3 of the last 4 Super Bowls, and I would be never watching football again. So
tough.
Fine with me.